We now know exactly what Goku's brand new transformation is. It's the mastery of self-movement. Basically what Whis had told Goku and Vegeta multiple times about mastering your own movements so that you naturally move. It's in your muscle memory. You are no longer telling your brain to punch and kick, which takes time. You could just do that on the set. And I don't know, how do you guys feel about this, this epic transformation, which a lot of people said was Goku absorbing Genki Dama energy. People were saying this was the next thing in line after Super Saiyan Blue. People were making all sorts of theories about this transformation. How do you guys feel about this, right, with all these particles and stuff like that? That just being the mastery of self-movement, where you could throw punches and kicks without thinking. That's pretty interesting to me. I'm wondering which direction they're going to take this. Is this going to be something permanent? Now, this could actually be something permanent because originally, let's say we were going with a lot of Dragon Ball Super theories, floating around about Genki Dama being absorbed and Goku basically, for some reason, maybe absorbing some of Jiren's powers or just taking it all in, right? Some version of that, getting influenced by it. Well, it could end up being temporary because Goku ain't gonna be every single fight drawing on the universe's energy, whereas this mastery of self-movement, it's simply about his body, mastering his own skills. And man, oh man, I am not gonna take this as a confirmation for Goku surpassing Beerus because I think that would be absolutely overdoing it. Toei's not gonna give Goku that big of a jump when Vegeta's there with nothing, absolutely nothing in this arc. I certainly hope he gets his moment, of course. But if he's mastering his movements, one thing about Beerus is he hasn't mastered his movements fully. So if Goku fully masters it, right, because it's the name of this form, mastery of self-movement, does that mean that Goku just surpassed Beerus? Probably not, right? Because even if Goku has the ability to move really quickly and, not think about his movements, also partially because he's stupid, Beerus just all around in terms of power just completely annihilates him, right? Like this dude could blow up planets, right? Beerus could blow up multiple sects of the universe. He could blow up a universe fighting another god of destruction. His Hawkeye's the real thing. It ain't no watered down version of the Hawkeye like what Goku has, right? So I am not saying that Goku is going to surpass Beerus, but it's so crazy because that was one of the things stated that when Goku ends up mastering his body, he will be a Beerus rival. And keep in mind, in the manga, it was stated that one day Goku will indeed surpass Beerus, and a lot of gods are confident about that. Now let me read these spoilers for you guys because they also give you a sense of which direction this fight is going to take. A lot of people are betting their chips on Goku or Jiren. I myself have gone to the Goku's gonna get defeated camp. I've gone to that camp probably like a week or two ago. So if anybody says like, 4, you're just jumping on the bandwagon, you're jumping on that Golden State Warriors bandwagon, shut it, all right? Because nothing like that's going on. So DB Super Episode 111, Extreme Battle of Another Dimension, Hit versus Jiren. So already, Hit versus Jiren, so you're like, wait, what's going on? I thought that Jiren was fighting Goku. So October 15th, Universe 6's linchpin, Hit versus the strongest warrior Jiren. After finally going into action, the mightiest man, Jiren, has seriously wounded Goku. If they're putting that in the spoiler that he was seriously wounded, oh, you best believe it's real. It's some real damage Goku sustained. Nothing like he's experienced probably in Super thus far. Jiren next sets his sights on the strongest assassin, the Universe 6 warrior Hit. And that makes me feel so good because it's like, Hit is one of my favorite characters, so he's going to automatically get a moment. But after Goku, another one of my favorite characters, gets demolished and he can't fight anymore, you've got Hit stepping in and probably going to be somewhat pissed off that his buddy was just done dirty like that. Because remember, Hit owes Goku a favor, so he's going to go out there and probably help Goku out when he needs it. Now, granted, Goku gets seriously wounded, but is Jiren going to just stop fighting him? He's going to be like, you know what, Goku, I just beat you up, but I'm just feeling really good today, and I believe that you've changed during this fight, so I'm just going to walk away now. Nah. Hit's going to jump in there, and he's going to start hauling some Jiren ass. Hopefully, right? I'm hoping Hit actually gets a good moment. Now, this is where you have an indication of where this fight goes fully, right? So, Goku this week, will he be able to master having his body react on its own And you see, like, the problem I have with this being, you know, the mastery of self movement, this transformation, is that it doesn't feel like they hyped it up to be that. Like, they got some major explaining to do. Like, why does it look like that? Why does he have these silver eyes? Is he like, you know, there's gotta be something influenced from the outside. It feels too weird that this is only that. Maybe it's more than that. Maybe this is just one of the perks of that. That's what I'm hoping for. Goku has been injured head-to-head by Jiren's attack. However, immediately before going down, he awakened to a new power called Mastery of Self Movement. So that pretty much tells you guys Jiren won the fight. Now, Goku didn't get eliminated, so he might still come back and fight Jiren, and maybe, you know, Hit buys him some time, maybe Vegeta buys him some time, and then he steps in and uses his form to the max and really does Jiren, and maybe all three of them start going in on Jiren, right? I think that's unrealistic. I wouldn't want that to happen either, because it's like, that's not fair. Mastery of self-movement, where his body reacts on its own. What could this be, right? So it is the transformation, but what you can take out of this is that Goku, temporarily at the least, he's going to be taking an L from Jiren, and I know a lot of Goku fans aren't happy about that, but listen, if anything, that just builds up the fight even more, because granted, the special is supposed to be the climax of the fight, but it don't mean that it's the entire fight, right? There could still be some extra stuff towards the end where Goku does the numbers, where he's the one that really is the one that defeats Jiren, even though it seems like he's not going to be able to do it, and everyone else is going to have to jump in and defend him. But that's just my